Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Manikansan Study Mantra once again. Nowadays I am providing online classes for LEET International Academy Bokakhat. In previous video we have completed up to some portion, but we were in a middle of the paragraph, one of the paragraph, right? So we will start from there. Due to some technical problem, we could not have completed that paragraph that day in the previous video. Now we will start from that particular portion, wasting without much more time. Okay, thank you. Now come to this portion. In previous chapter we have missed from here. Now we will start from this paragraph. People wear this one. People wear special clothes for specific work. Yes, see, I have also already discussed in previous video that different workspace people wear different types of clothes according to their what convenience. So doctors and nurses wear what? Normally white clothes, white coats or coats, or they normally wear what? White clothes. Now people working in factories wear what? Overalls. That means overalls means one that is a costume, one type of costume which people working in factories, that means those people who work in factories, they used to wear this type of overalls. Understood? Now a soldier wears a uniform made from what? Tough material, so that it does not tear easily, because soldiers have to work very hard, and they have to travel through the what forest regions also, where lots of thorns may be there. So those if they stick if some thorns stick to their clothes, what will happen? It might just tear their clothes. So they wear normally quite tough, they normally wear those uniforms that were made up of quite tough materials, okay, such that they don't get teared up easily. Now you wear a uniform to school, definitely, so that you can be recognized as a student of your school, isn't it? So we have discussed this thing also in previous video. Now we are broadly discussing about this particular thing. That means different workspace, that means people in different field of work, according to their convenience or according to their job, according to the convenience of that particular job, they are they were bound to wear those similar types of uniforms for a specific work. That means doctors won't wear soldiers uniform. Soldiers will never wear a doctor's uniform. Understood or not? So they wear their own uniform only, but all of their all the people have different uniforms. Don't you imagine? See, look at here. This is the dress of a defense personality, or you may say a policeman, right? Army. Now this is the clothes that were normally wear by our doctors and nurses, isn't it? So these are the different types of clothes that we normally observe in our daily life. Now come to the next paragraph, that is socks and shoes. Socks that normally stays in the inner part of your what? Shoes. Over there you put shoes. Now we wear socks and shoes to protect our feet from what? Dust, heat, cold, germs and worms. Yes, there might be some kind of questions from this particular sentence, that why we wear socks or shoes. Yes, we wear socks and shoes to protect our feet from what? From dust, then heat, then cold, germs, and some kind of worms. Now, walking barefoot can cause cuts. Of course, if you walk without any footwear, what will happen? It might sometimes you might there might be some cuts. That means there might your foot will sometimes your foot may get injured, right, due to some cuts. Now, dirt, germs, and worms may get into the cut and cause an infection. Understood? That means in those cuts, if you don't wear, if you are barefoot, that means if you are not wearing any socks or shoes, what will happen? Dirt, germs, and worms may get into those cuts, and they attack your skin, or they attack your wound, or that cut cause an infection, right? Now, do not wear wet or dirty socks or tight shoes. Yes, we should not wear wet clothes or dirty socks or tight shoes. Tight shoes will what? Harm your, injure your legs, that means feet, right? So you should wear your comfortable shoes and dried and dirt free socks only. Okay, now move to next portion. Now look at these questions over there. Choose oral question. Choose the correct answer. We wear thick and warm clothes in summer or winter or rainy season. Which season we wear thick and warm clothes? Definitely winter season, right? To make ourselves, to feel ourselves warm. Now, nylon, rayon, linen is a natural fiber which is obtained from plants. Which one? Definitely linen. Linen is the natural fiber which is obtained from plants, isn't it? Now, people working in factories wear overalls or white clothes or saris. Definitely it is. It should be overalls. Now, the national dress of a Japanese woman is what? Definitely what it is? Kimono. Now, come to the next and last topic. Care of your clothes. How should you take care of your clothes, isn't it? Now, we must always wear clean clothes to stay healthy. Yes, we should always wear clean clothes only to stay fit and healthy. Otherwise, what will happen? Dirt and germs may attack your body. Now, after washing, the water should be properly squeezed out of clothes to help them dry faster. See, when you wash your clothes, any type of clothes, what you normally use? You normally squeezed them out such that there remain least amount of water. That means excessive amount of water should be released out of your clothes such that they become dry faster. Understood? Now, clothes should be ironed to look neat. Yes, after washing your clothes, you should always iron your clothes such that you look neat and smart, isn't it? Now, silk and woolen clothes should be washed in gentle soap. See, silk and woolen clothes should be washed in gentle soap. You should not wash them regular, and that means you should not wash them quite strongly. You should wash them with soft hands. Understood? And with gentle soap. Now, they can be sent for dry cleaning too. That means these type of clothes, you silk clothes or woolen clothes, you sometimes need to send to what? Dry cleaning. That means dryly clean them. Dry cleaning means what? People which used to do this type of techniques normally clean your clothes without making them wet. That means they clean your clothes through some chemicals, with the help of some chemicals, in its dry state. Understood? Now a tear in a dress should be mended in time. That means, unfortunately, if some tear comes on your dress, you should mend it in time. Understood? Otherwise it looks quite bad. Remember, a stitch in time saves 9. What does it mean? A stitch in time saves 9. That means what? If you stitch them in time, what will happen? Further tearing, you can protect that you can protect that cloth from further tearing. If a small hole is happening there, that means due to some kind of wear and tear, if you mend that small hole, it will not become larger and larger. That means it will save your cloth from further tearings. Yes. Now a patient's clothes must always be disinfected with an antiseptic solution. Yes, if there is a patient who is in touch with some kind of clothes, you must have to be disinfected those clothes with the help of some kind of antiseptic solutions or liquids. Understood? Now, storing of clothes. Now what do you mean by storing of clothes, and how to store your clothes? This is the last topic of this particular chapter that we are going to discuss. Now, clothes need good care. Of course, clothes definitely need some kind of good care, isn't it? Now, especially silk and woolen clothes, because that means clothes need good care. You all know, especially which clothes? Silk and woolen clothes, because certain insects feed on silk and wool. See, silk clothes and wool clothes are foods for some particular insects. So we should take care of these clothes. That means we should keep them away from those insects, such that they can be used in their original state. Now, therefore, once the season is over, that means once the season for woolen cloth or silk cloth gets over, these clothes must be kept out in the sun for a few hours or dry clean. See, these type of clothes we normally, that means silk clothes, we normally used to send to the dry cleaners. Why? For cleaning them without without making them wet. Okay, so otherwise we can use the, that means we can take use the help of sunlight also. That means if we keep them, after using those clothes, if we keep them out in the sun for several hours, what will happen? Those bad smells or those sweats that has been in contact with the clothes gets evaporated, or it will become dry. They should then be stored properly. After that, what you have to once you have dry cleaned or put them for sunlight for several hours, you should store them in a properly manner or in a proper place, such that insects do not get exposed to those particular clothes. Understood? Now keep mothballs or dried neem leaves between the folds of woolen clothes. Now what do you mean by mothballs? Mothballs means what? Naphthalene balls. You have seen, I hope, na? I hope all of you are familiar with naphthalene balls, small white balls, white color balls, right? Those smell very good. So these mothballs or dried neem leaves also you can keep inside the folds of those particular woolen clothes, such that insects never attack those clothes, because uh, this neem leaf will keep those insects away from those clothes. Also, the what is the use of mothballs? See, mothballs, that means naphthalene balls